We began at the Pentagon, where Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is once again under fire for sharing classified military information with his wife, brother, and personal lawyer. Now, reports say the Pentagon chief shared confidential details about the U.S. strikes on Yemen in a group chat on the messaging app Signal. Now, this is the second time the secretary has been accused of discussing the strikes targeting Houthis, which took place on March 15th. Last month, the Atlantic magazine revealed how its editor-in-chief was mistakenly added to a group chat on Signal, which included several other Trump officials and discussed the very same war plans. At the time, President Donald Trump largely pinned the blame on National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and claimed Secretary Hegseth had nothing to do with the leak.
Well, yeah, Mike Waltz, I guess he said he claimed responsibility, I would imagine. Had nothing to do with anyone else. It was Mike, I guess. I don't know. I was told it was Mike. Hegseth is doing a great job. He had nothing to do with this. Hegseth. How do you bring Hegseth into it? He had nothing to do. Look, it's all a witch hunt.
Now, per reports, the Pentagon chief's second leak involved details on flight schedules for U.S. aircraft targeting Houthis in Yemen. Along with his family members, the chat reportedly included about a dozen more people from Secretary Hegseth's personal and professional inner circle. Notably, the secretary's wife is a journalist and former Fox News producer, and his younger brother, Phil, serves as a senior advisor in the Department of Defense. According to reports, Hegseth shared the sensitive information despite an aide warning him about using an unprotected communication system. Meanwhile, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell refuted the latest reports on the social media platform X.
Another day, another old story, back from the dead. The Trump-hating media continues to be obsessed with destroying anyone committed to President Trump's agenda. This time, the New York Times, and all other fake news that repeat their garbage, are enthusiastically taking the grievances of disgruntled former employees as the sole sources for their article. There was no classified information in any Signal chat, no matter how many ways they try to write the story.
The latest revelation comes just days after 3 Pentagon officials were fired amid ongoing investigations into unspecified leaks in the Defense Department. Deputy Chief of Staff Darwin Selnick, Senior Advisor Dan Caldwell, and Colin Carroll hit back on Sunday, saying Pentagon officials had slandered their character with baseless attacks. The latest leak has now put Secretary Hegseth under massive scrutiny, with Democrats repeatedly calling for his resignation. Now, as Signalgate 2.0 unfolds and the chaos surrounding Secretary Hegseth continues to engulf his tenure at the Defense Department, the larger question now becomes how much of the fallout directly impacts President Trump, and will it involve a change in leadership just as the Pentagon is ramping up military operations across the globe?
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.